Today we're going to start the series on how I made the Grape Vine pot rack. This is one of the supports for the pot rack. It has a piece of all thread welded to the end of the vine so that it'll hang from the ceiling. That's what the customer wanted. But what we're going to show you today is we're going to show you how to make the vine. Just the vine today. We're not going to show the grapes or the leaves. We're just going to start with how to make the vine. Now, when I made these there were four of these supports. When I made them, I had quite a few pieces left over that I had cut the ends off of to make the short pieces of the vine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to taper those and we're going to re-texture those. We're going to taper them with the power hammer. We're going to texture them with the power hammer. But I am going to texture one with a hand hammer that I've adapted for texturing vines and bark. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so what we have here is we have the pieces, the tapered pieces that we're going to use to make the vine with. This is going to be our main starter of the vine. Now this vine is going to be a little smaller than the vines that we needed for our pot rack. Our pot rack, they had to be at least 30 inches long because we had to be 24 inches from that washer at the top where the all thread's at to where we made the bend in the piece to come around to hold the rail for the pot rack. And you'll see what I mean later on in the series when I tell you that. But this is going to be a little smaller because this is just for demonstration purposes. So what we're going to do, this is going to be my main vine here. And we're going to cut a couple pieces out of this, a couple pieces out of this, and we've got one there. So let me go cut these and I'll be right back. So here's our pieces. So let's just lay this out. There's the start. And let's just say we're going to put that one there. Let's put this one here. Let's bring that one off there. bring this one off here, and let's cut this one a little shorter to bring it off there. No, let's leave that one just the way it is. And we won't use, we'll put that one over there. So that's going to be our vine. Now some people will tell you that you need to draw this out ahead of time. And maybe you do, but I don't. I just kind of lay it out on the table and start with it and go where it goes. So that's what we're going to do right now, is we're going to weld these together and get them ready to make a vine on them. Okay, we've got one side tacked together and we started welding it together. So let's pull it down this way and let's do the other side. Now if you notice while we were welding that, we tried to build up along here, we tried to build up on the sides, and we tried to get down in the crotch right here. Now that we have it built up, now we're going to take a flap or a grinding wheel and a flap wheel and we're going to blend them in. So we want to put this up here. Get it good and tight. Get us some safety glasses. We want to clean this up and blend these welds in. Want to get that to blend in real smooth together. That's what we're trying to get, and that's why I built it up a little heavy. I'd rather have more to work with than to have to come back and keep welding into it. So we've got one side done now. We're going to turn it over and we're going to do the other side. So now we have everything blended in, all the welds blended, and they don't look like welds anymore, but it still looks pretty much like just a bunch of rods welded, tapered rods welded together. So now we're going to get down to the meat and potatoes of it. Okay, I'm going to show you how we turn this branch looking thing into vine. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece and we're going to bend it, we're going to twist it, we're going to do all kinds of mean and nasty things to it, but we're going to shape it into a vine is what we're going to do. The main thing I use an oxyacetylene torch with a welding tip in it. You can do this in a coal forge, you can do this in a gas forge, although it's a little more difficult depending on how big the gas forge is. I just like to do it with oxyacetylene torch because I can sit here and I can tweak it just exactly the way I want it, and I can kind of just take my time and do it. So we're going to put a glove on our left hand. Now I've got a pair of needle nose right here with the teeth and the edges ground down on them. I've got a pair of lineman pliers, and I've got a pair of alligator grips. Just something to grab it with as I'm working. Most of it I'll use a glove with. So once we get the torch lit and adjusted, we're going to start shaping the vine. We start at the bottom and we're going to work our way up. We're going to bend it a little bit, and then we're going to twist as we bend. There we go. And basically you'll notice as we do this that all we're going to do is we're going to heat and we're going to bend and twist. We're not going to bend and twist in any particular way. We'll bend it one way then the other. We'll twist it clockwise, then we'll twist it counterclockwise. We may twist it all the way around. It all depends on what we want to do with it. But basically we're just going to heat and bend and twist until we get the desired effect. Okay. Now we have our vine. So let me get it over here. Get a different grip on it so you can see it a little better. So here you have the finished vine. You can see where we've twisted it both directions. We've bent it around. We've done all kinds of things to it. And we gave it life. That's all we did. So that's our vine. That's as far as we're going to go today. In the next installment, we'll show you how to make the leaves and vein them and to place the leaves where you want them. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Have a good holiday. Bye.